Hey guys, welcome back. So in this video, I made this look, and this look throughout the whole video I've been calling it loud and obnoxious. So this is using some high-end products, especially MAC. I still very much love MAC eyeshadows and I use them on a daily. And I use my favorite eyeshadow from them, which is Club, and that's this shadow right here. If you want to see how I created this look, just keep watching. Okay, so I'm starting with the fresh face. I don't have anything on except for my eyebrows. I did my eyebrows off camera because they take forever. Nobody got time. So first I'm starting off with Hourglass Veil Primer. This primer is it is the best primer I've ever used, and you only need one puff. So it is an expensive primer, but it is just amazing. It is for all skin types, and the best part about it is it fills in your pores a little bit. And the other best thing about it is it makes everything you put on basically waterproof, sweat proof, resistant proof, whatever proof you want. And one pump of this is all you need. So because I have some major pore issue going on, I am still going to go with a pore filler, and I like to use the Benefit Pore Professional. And I don't do too much of this. I just take a little bit and I dab it on my pores. I don't really wipe. You want to dab because you're pushing it onto your pores basically. Now for foundation, I'm using the Dior Air Flash foundation. I have two of them. I'm not exactly sure which shade is mine. I have 201 and 200. I don't know which one's going to be mine. Rude. I'm going to try, let's try 200 first. Wow, I never used this one before, so maybe that's not my shade. I've used 201. Whatever, let's try. Wait, what? Is it there? Let me try spraying on my brush, and I'm using a Sigma Angled Kabuki. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. 200 is looking a little light. Alright, we're getting there. But you know what? It's a little light for me. So I'm going to switch to the 201. Yeah, 201 is definitely my shade. That's a beautiful finish. So it's not exactly full coverage. I want to say it's more medium, but it's definitely buildable. I don't think this foundation is supposed to be mattifying because I'm looking a little luminous. Okay. That is a very nice finish. For concealer, I'm going to use also from Dior. This is their Fix It Concealer, and I am in the color Light. Ooh, that's nice. Oh my god, this is so creamy. That's really nice. Same Kabuki brush. Gonna blend that in. Alright. Ooh, girl needs Botox. Alright, we're looking extra luminous, extra dewy, which I don't know how I feel about that. By the way, my skin type is very oily. Yeah. I'm just gonna take a smaller concealer brush just to get right up in there. Ow. Alright, I'm just going to quickly set all this in because I feel my face moving. Laura Mercier powder, my favorite one. And swear this powder just makes everything better. So for an all over highlighter, I do love this one from Hard Candy, and this one is in the color Tiki. I love this one for all over because it's very subtle. It's not like a shimmery highlighter, and I kind of like the glow from within that you get from this highlighter. So I take this one pretty much all over. This is the only highlighter I find that you could go kind of crazy with and not look like a pot of gold. And as you could see, it's not crazy, it's just a little bit. Since we have on a really high-end foundation and concealer on, let's be obnoxious and keep it high-end. And I'm going to use the Guerlain Terracotta Bronzer, and I'm literally taking this all over. So, and since I'm going to do such dark eyeshadows, I'm okay with being extra bronzy. Let's lose some pounds over here, because I got a lot of that going on at the moment. Okay. We're getting there, we're getting there. Now I'm going to take a clean brush, there's nothing in here. This is the brush that I used before for the powder. And I'm just going to blend out around the contour a little bit, just so everything is well blended. Now I'm going to take some bronzer in a smaller brush, and I'm just going to carve out my nose a little bit. There's one blush that I love using when I do dark eyeshadow, and I think it complements the eyes really well, and that is NARS Orgasm. Just at the apples of the cheeks. Now the reason why I like using this one is because it has that perfect shade of pink in it to complement the blue that's going to go in the eyes. And it also has a little bit of a like a sheen to it, which if you're in the right lighting, you look gorgeous. Okay, see that? I'm all for that. Now I'm just going to take a stippling brush, and I'm just going to further blend this, because that's all I do in life is blend. For highlighter today, I'm going to use NARS Albatross. I think I've only used this highlighter about once or twice before. I don't remember what it looks like. Let's see. Whoa. Okay. For eyeshadow primer, I am using Too Faced Shadow Insurance. So really quick before I move on to the eyeshadow, I know I'm going to have some fallout, so I'm going to add a little bit of powder. Any kind of face powder will do. This one is the Airspun. I'm going to add one more primer to my lid, and I'm going to use the NARS Velvet Shadow Stick, and this one is in the color Sukothai, whatever. And this I'm only going to keep on my eyelid close, pretty close to the lash line, just like that. And I'm going to take a synthetic small, just any small synthetic brush will do. I'm just going to blend that out. Actually, let's zoom you in a little bit. Oh, hello. Now this cream shadow is so beautiful. It has blue in there, it has green in there, it has some brown in there, some purple in there. It just has the whole rainbow in there. Alright, for eyeshadow, we're using all MAC eyeshadows. This is my little palette that I have here. And these are all MAC eyeshadows, like I said. First eyeshadow we're taking is Blanc Type. And I'm going to take this all along the brow bone. Next color we're going to take is Soft Brown. And I'm going to take this on a blending brush like this. So I'm going to take this along my crease. And I'm just going back and forth with this. This is going to be just a building color. So you don't have to be too crazy with this one. So when you're working with dark eyeshadows, you always want to start with the lightest color first and then go darker from there. Alright, I'm pretty satisfied with that. Now you see why I put the powder underneath, because I'm already getting some fallout, and that'll just be an easier cleanup if I have that underneath. Now we're going to go with a different color. This is Query, and this is kind of like a taupey color. Now I'm going to add a little bit of this in there. I didn't have to add this eyeshadow, but I think it's just going to really bring in the brown, the soft brown that we put in, and the color that we're going to put on the eyelid. I think it's just going to blend the two together perfectly. Now I'm not really adding a lot of this. I'm literally just, that's it. Just to give it a little, you know, a little something something. So before I put on the darkest shade, I do want to add a little bit of a darker color right in the crease in here. Just a little bit. And I'm using Brown Script. Just a little, like literally a little bit. And I'm going to look down for this one. And I'm going to place it kind of on the eyelid. Literally right where the crease starts. So as you can see, my brush is dipping in there. Right in that area. I don't want to take it any higher than that. I just want it right in here. Now I'm going to go back to that blending brush, nothing on it. And I'm not going to blend Brown Script. I'm going to blend just a little bit above it. Alright, now for the shadow that's going to go on the eyelid, and that is MAC's Club. I love the shade. This shade, I think it's a very, I get a feeling it's going to be extra fallout with this one, first of all. So, I'm going to add a tissue here. Great, now I can't see. Great, now I can't breathe. Oh, we'll get it together. Alright, look at that. Do we see how gorgeous that color is? And with this, I'm just being very careful to not go outside of the, where we put Brown Script. I'm going to go back in with the blending brush that I used for Brown Script. I just want to blend the edges a little bit. Ooh, I just remembered. So I just remembered I have this shade. It's a MAC pigment, and this is in the color Blue Brown. I honestly think this is the same exact color. I think it is the same exact color. So I'm going to put a little bit of this too. I'm excited. I'm going to take a synthetic flat brush like this. I'm going to spray with some Fix Plus. And I'm going to dip into the pigment. Not too much, just a little bit. And I know for sure I'm going to get fallout with this one. So let's bring the tissue back. Crike. Oh. Oh, Nelly. Hi. Now this pigment, I'm pressing it, I'm not really swiping, because you want to pack it, and if you swipe, it might get a little messy. So I'm going to add a liquid liner. I don't want a wing, but I do want to put just some liner on top, because I'm going to put on eyelashes. And I'm going to use the Stila Stay All Day liquid liner. I'm going to go in with a like a small tapered brush, something like this. Just something to blend out the liner. I'm going to go in with a gel, use any kind of gel. This one is from IT Cosmetics. And I'm just going to blend that a little bit. I'm looking really light in the camera, but I don't look that light in person, I promise. I'm going to go with a small coat of mascara. I'm gonna put on lashes so I don't need to go crazy with mascara. Alright, I'm just gonna wipe all the powder out. I'm such a cornball. And we're gonna bring that highlighter back. So for the bottom lash line, I'm obviously gonna keep it pretty dark. So I'm gonna go in with a black lip liner pencil first. And I'm going to add some of this on my waterline, and I hate doing this part, and if you cringe while watching this, I'm sorry. And no, I'm not going to do it on the bottom. I'm just going to blend this out with a synthetic blending brush. I'm going to take another blending brush and I'm going to go in with soft brown and just further blend that out at the bottom. Now I'm taking Swiss chocolate. I'm gonna go right over that. So for eyelashes, I'm obviously gonna do something that's loud and obnoxious, just like my eyes. So I'm gonna take these from Kiss, and these are in Beehive. Now I could have done a more dramatic eyelash, but I don't have a lot of eyelid space to begin with. So if I put more dramatic eyelashes, then you won't even see my eyeshadow. Now for the inner corner, I'm going to take some Mylar, and I'm going to add this on the inner corners just for some brightness. And I'm also going to take a little bit of this on my brow bone. I definitely need something else in the inner corners of my eyes, so I'm going to use this eyeshadow from Kat Von D, and this is in Thunderstruck. Now this eyeshadow, you ready for it? You ready for it? And then with whatever is left on the brush, I'm just gonna sweep it in a little bit. Now for my lash line, if I had nice big eyeballs, I would do black or a darker color. But because I don't, I have little eyes, I'm gonna do nude. And the reason I'm gonna do nude is so it just keeps my eye open. Alright, and the eyes are done. Alright, since I'm really feeling MAC today, I'm taking MAC Spice Lip Liner. And for lipstick, I'm doing MAC again, and this is Kinda Sexy. It's kinda sexy. Alright, and that's it. Now I'm just gonna spray it all with MAC Fix Plus.